Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
Now that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds
nonsense.
like nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's gonna
Sounds
sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
no.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this.
Oh, yeah. It must be Sunday.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on, Jeff?
Hello, Jeff.
Episode 8.
That's right. We're coming in
happening?
hot.
Guess who's gone to the grocery store twice this week?
Uh-oh.
And?
We're good.
All
We're
right.
good. Just wanted to let you know I've been feeling pretty good about myself.
All right. Look at that. It's small things, huh? Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
We're Sounds Like Nonsense podcast. Each week, we're going to feature bands and artists you probably never heard of, but hopefully we'll find our new favorite bands together. Who do we have on this week, Sport Me?
So this week we have, I should be more prepared than this, 13th Legion, Bombs Blast, and the DTEASE. So we're actually going to have Wilson from the DTEASE in with us, for the actual interview.
Yep.
But yeah, I will be going over the other bands as we hear them.
Oh, because you weren't ready.
No, I mean,
Okay, all right, no, that's fine. I'm just fucking with you. Just so everyone knows out there, I'm Jeb, your host, and over here is Mr. Wilson Gil.
Wilson.
I said the wrong thing. Oh my God, I do this
Wow.
every fucking week and I fucked it up.
That's okay.
That was
Mr.
weird.
Will Ridge,
All right.
Wilson Gil is our guest. My beautiful wife, Sportney, sitting next to me.
Hello.
I can't believe I fucked that
I
up.
know, like you're on me.
Last but not least, we have Jeff out in Raleigh.
Chicken on the grill.
Chicken on the grill.
Boom, boom.
So you're still doing legs every day? Is that just your standard lunch? Wait a minute, I have another question actually. Even if you're working from home, do you still have the same meal? Yeah, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Yeah, we did that last week too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the less I have to think about what I'm eating, the better I do for myself.
That's
so if I
good.
just eat chicken, I just need fuel for my body, not... Look, I want to have a mouth party, or as I should say, a party in my mouth as often as possible. But at my age, I just got to be a little bit more careful.
Well, yeah, I should be
Of how often
careful
I throw
at
these
my
mouth
age.
parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you
I
need to-
like the dedication. That's really cool.
It's
Oh,
good.
it's really boring.
Yeah, I mean, but it's dedicated.
What were you gonna say, Will?
Well, I was going to say not that dedicated because you keep forgetting it on the refrigerator, right?
Well,
You know,
No, I'm dedicated because I just throw that stuff out and then have to go buy more of it.
you're
So-
they know you as the chicken guy for sure, I bet.
He's paying the asshole tax.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. So it was quite a week. Anything standing out for you out there, Jeff?
Standouts. Wow.
Oh, I didn't mean to put
Pretty
you.
regular week. May have just heard about a job offer, so
Uh-oh.
details to come possibly.
Oh, that's big. You've been with your place for a long time.
Few years now, 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
But as far as big things, no, life's good. Family, friends, everybody's healthy and happy. So I have nothing to complain about,
Nice.
and
Good
no
news.
updates.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Will?
You know, I am also very happy and healthy.
Right. And we did our happy hour podcast where we attempted it this week.
We attempted it.
Yeah.
Definitely attempted it.
Yeah. Mixed reviews so far.
Very.
We
mixed
cut out
reviews.
over. I don't even think we talked to you, Jeff, about this. That we
No.
did it. Yeah. So we did just over 2 hours, and I cut it down to 50 minutes. That might be usable. We'll see. I think it's a good idea, but maybe next time just a little bit more direction.
Not
on our
all
end.
ideas are perfect, okay?
You gotta
we
start somewhere.
It's called trial and error,
And when alcohol is involved,
and this was an error.
well, we'll see.
Right.
I think we're going to give you guys a cut down version at some point. But maybe every month, what we're going to do or try to do is do a happy hour, but with different groups of people, different friends of ours. Maybe sometimes, Jeff, you can come in, with
I would have to be invited to attend, but I'm down.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't think that you would like this last one, but maybe with people you know or something, we can do a happy hour party centered around you. You can invite who you want. We can have them in
Okay.
studio,
Sure.
I mean, something like that. What do you think, Court?
yeah, I don't know.
You're being very quiet about it.
I know. I mean, what? I don't know.
Wow.
That speaks a lot.
Wow. Action speaks louder. What?
What?
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
So I think we got her opinion,
Oh, man.
I don't know.
which is fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All my idiot friends are just weirdos anyways, but we got through it.
No, we got through it. No, there was some funny stuff. There was some butt hurtness that, is in there. So, yeah, do you leave that in? I think so. I think you guys are just going to get to hear what it's really like to have happy hour with us. Yeah. And what about you, Courtney? Did anything stand out for you this week?
Yeah, I mean, by the time you guys hear it, it won't be as close as it was, but just learning about what Juneteenth is.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I keep referring to her, but she's a historian, and I am really enjoying her stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, please go over to Letty Shoemate, and I've linked to it. But just that was huge.
Do you have a definition of Juneteenth?
I prefer not to instruct on that. Like, I just prefer, if you want to learn more about that, to go to Letty, because that is it's not something for me to teach.
Yeah, well, I see that there's petitions for it to be a national holiday, which I think is pretty cool,
I
too.
think it should be.
Yeah, I thought that was rad.
Yeah.
There was already, 6 or 8 states that were pulling for it. So.
Yeah.
I missed that. What was it?
They're trying to make it a national holiday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wish, I don't know, this is total sidebar, but I wish all the states would get together and get rid of daylight savings time. We just had our solstice, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Christopher Columbus Day needs to go away, too.
That could go, yeah.
That needs to go away.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they consider it now Natural Native Day. Indigenous People Day.
Oh, yeah.
Indigenous
I've seen
Native.
people trying to rally for that.
Okay. Well, that would
Indigenous
make sense.
People Day?
Indigenous
but,
Native
yeah.
People Day.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's it for you? Well, so here's a little surprise for you.
Oh, geez.
I love it.
I set a date for a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're okay with it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what
All
the
right.
tattoo is?
No, I know the tattoo.
Yeah.
You want to tell everyone, Will? Because I know that you know. I already told you.
Me.
Oh.
It is a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot on top of a dolphin leaping out of the ocean with 2 pistols in the Squatch's hands. I like to call him Squatch.
Yep.
Squatch's hands going bing, bang, boom.
Yep.
But okay, but is it
In
still
cowboy
gonna be
boots and a cowboy hat.
understood? But is it
Big
gonna
rainbow
be
in the background.
Oh, my God. Beautiful.
on the front of your leg? Please
It's
do
going to
it
be
on the
most
back.
of my leg.
It's his chest.
It's got to be no. No one would ever see it. I'm wrapping my leg with it, or a big section of my leg, because I wanted to have a lot of detail.
Okay, I'd like to see the artwork first.
That's what I said, and guess what the guy said?
Nope.
He was like, "No, I'm going to be sketching it on your leg."
That's suspicious.
Have you ever heard of that, Jeff?
No, that's suspicious.
You have tattoos.
Well,
Have
they
you
don't
done-
want to give you the artwork because they don't want you to go somewhere else with it.
I'll just pay the guy.
Oh, that makes total sense. But yeah, no, put a
I gotta-
deposit down and say, hey, I want to see
I'll
it.
give you money. Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot do a commitment like that. Wrap most of my leg with something that stupid.
With a drawn on right there.
Without seeing it first. I just can't. I'm not that cool.
That sounds suspicious. But what you said, Jeff, totally makes sense. Of
Yeah.
like not taking it elsewhere.
He's a friend of a friend.
The tattoo above the knee leg, below the knee leg.
Below, because I wear
Okay.
shorts every day. I wanted to show this bad boy off.
You got it, man. With calves like that. Come on.
Oh, look at these. These are good calves.
Those are some nice calves.
Okay, it carries my fat body around. That's the only strong part I have.
But I think that's a very unique tattoo. Now, you weren't surprised right now, Courtney.
She was
And-
relieved in some way.
Well,
what
like,
did you think I was gonna say?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut
I
you
had
off.
I had no idea. Like, I don't know. Whenever somebody's like, "Oh, I have a surprise for you," I'm like, "Oh, great, here we go."
But how come you felt like you knew that?
Well, because he's been talking about that one for a while. So
Okay.
Yeah, well, good.
Now, what was the date? You said you had one.
It's July 3rd or 2nd or something. Well, I'm gonna have to call the guy and be like, "Look, dude, I'm not gonna steal it. I'll give you the money, whatever it takes. But I can't. I have to see it first.
yeah.
I haven't had a new tattoo in like almost 20 years.
But what he's
Which
going
is
to let me
crazy,
let me
too.
ask you this question, and maybe we can move on.
Yeah.
You got a Sasquatch sitting on a dolphin with cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and 2 pistols.
Yep.
What's going to make you not like it? Like, oh no,
Well, okay.
the dolphin, and it just
So, what's not gonna make him like it is what happened to his other tattoo, where the guy was in there and doing it, and it was like, "This is not at all what I asked you to do," right? So that kind of thing happens from time to time.
it gets lost in translation a little bit. That's why I
Right.
want to just be super clear.
I mean,
ahead
it's
of time.
on your body forever,
I get it.
and you need to make sure that you like it. Like, I wouldn't go to a painting and be like,
To a
yeah,
painting, to
or-
a painter.
Courtney,
Well,
Courtney,
yeah.
but we're talking about a
painter.
Sasquatch coming out of the ocean with a dolphin. Like, what is it going to come to a point where it's like, that's too much dolphin
No, no,
nose?
no, no,
I
no.
don't like that. I mean,
You've
it's
seen those bad tattoos though, where like it's online, like all those memes of like the really bad tattoos, and it tells you what you asked the person to do. Now, I think I know the artist that you're doing, so like
Yeah.
there's trust there for sure.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I've
But,
seen his work.
yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm not distrusting that. I just like, man, I guess what it really is like, is it going to be too realistic or too cartoonish? And then even then, I don't even know where my line is. I have no idea. Maybe everyone out there listening can draw something for me, and we'll get it tattooed on Courtney.
No, thank you.
We'll go together.
oh,
Yeah. So I don't know. Jeff, when did you get your last tattoo? Because it seems like you've been getting a lot of ink lately.
What was it, last summer?
Okay.
Maybe around this, yeah, probably around this time last year.
But after you moved out there, you kind of went after it a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't remember you having that many tattoos when you were out here.
I got the corporate hyena on my inner forearm, and then oh yeah, that's right. I got a sleeve or a quarter sleeve, and then I got the corporate hyena. Then I finished the sleeve last year.
Yeah. So that's a lot.
Consider some negative space in your Sasquatch on a dolphin firing pistols with cowboy boots, cowboy hat, and a rainbow in the background.
Okay. Yeah.
I know,
That's why I'm
there's a
like, it's
lot.
going to take up my whole leg.
There's a lot.
Right.
It's
there.
going to wrap around. It's whatever it takes, you know, but it's got to be right. If you're going to make your whole fucking leg this dumb thing, it's got to
Yeah.
look proper. First thing you see as I walk up on the job site, buddy, is that fucking dolphin and Sasquatch. It's going to
That's gonna be awesome. You're
really
gonna have to wear
professional.
pants more. You're gonna have to wear pants more.
be, it'll be worth it.
Looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it as well.
Yeah. Oh man. So what else is going on? I guess I got a few little notes here. We were talking about our patio getting done last week. It's looking good now. We've got the
Good.
roll. The guys are on it. I'm fucking so stoked. And what we did do is we put these speakers outside that I had bought for a client and whatever. I wound up having to eat the cost of them, so they've been sitting around. We went and put them up on the front of our house.
So loud.
How many
Oh.
yards wide do you think are?
Oh, really?
It's
or
so
feet?
small.
Maybe it's like 30 feet to the road
It's not.
or something.
Yeah.
Our front yard is. We
If
don't have a
that,
big yard. It's
These speakers sound like you're in the studio right now when I'm playing my guitar.
it's ridiculous.
It is unfucking believable. One of the neighbors came over and I was like, dude, check this out. And he was like, that's not going to bother me because he gets crazy. He's like, but these people are going to fucking hate you. Like, and I come home and Riley's fucking blasting rap on it. And
Oh, jeez.
as they're working in the yard, and I'm like, how many times have we listened to the same song today?
For Riley. He just listens to the same songs over and over and over.
What's his hot one this week?
I can
With the
do that.
Queen,
I don't know. Then I don't know song names. I'm bad at
yeah,
that.
it's ridiculous. He was listening to disco music this morning.
You don't
Oh, the
even know
dancing
how many
queen.
times I've listened to Leche.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of,
El Bronx.
have we any emails, any voice messages about my offer? Have we heard anything back from?
So we were
Handsome
actually
Keith?
with Handsome Keith last night, and
We
he
had
did
dinner
not
with
mention
Handsome
What did he
Keith.
say?
nothing.
Yeah?
He didn't mention you.
it.
He was all wrapped up with his new boo. But we did play Settlers. I had to teach them how to play,
And he won.
and he fucking won.
Really?
Motherfucker, dude. Like, so whatever. That's fine. I rolled 7, 3 hands in it. It's fine. We don't have to get into it. But yeah, I lost at Settlers, and I don't like that shit.
Wow.
But we did give it to him to borrow. We're like, take this home and borrow it because everyone that plays it typically is like, I have to come back now that I know how to play it.
I have a question for Jeff. What was your offer? You said, did I get any offers back?
That he would play maracas.
Oh, right.
Or interpretive dance,
Right,
whatever.
Right.
They're doing their first show. 4th of July. They're doing a drive-in.
Yeah, it's a
thing with
drive-in
Los
show.
Lobos.
There's
It's down in
400
LA.
cars. Yeah, they can fit 400 cars.
I'm not sure if it's sold out or not.
Nice.
On one of our breaks here, we should look up the information and plug that for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it sounds
Bert
pretty
Kreischer
cool.
started doing some comedy at drive-ins.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he started that like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yep. And I heard Bill Burr shitting on people that are doing that too. He was like, "What do? You honk when you like the joke instead of laughing?"
I did hear him say that.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think it's cool. Like for a concert,
I'd go.
For sure, man. Like a concert, you get out, you put your little patio furniture, whatever, your chairs.
It's still social distancing.
Right. Yeah, you have your cooler.
Oh, and they
Fine.
have like a golf cart that brings you concessions and merch. That's amazing to me.
That's really smart.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I
All
like
right,
that.
fuck.
That's great.
So what band are we gonna do first, Courtney?
So the first band is 13th Legion.
Yeah.
And so are you going to play them now, or do you
Well,
want me to talk
actually,
about them?
yeah, you can talk about them just
Okay,
a little
cool.
bit, and I just wanted to do a couple more little things before we did play it.
Okay. So they are a 5-piece band, punk hardcore rock and roll, and they are from Honolulu, Hawaii, and they were established in 2009. So they have a Linktree link that has all of their stuff, including their latest album, Watch It Burn.
All right, cool. So, hey, we had talked a little bit this week about some different things like off-air, our little production meeting, if you will, me and Will, about doing fake headlines each week. So Will would present a few different headlines that we could pick. It's kind of like Rally or Valley, but kind of bringing that back a little bit.
Sure.
So maybe next week we can work on that.
Of course.
And then we also do our question.
Like I would pick 3 headlines.
Yeah.
And you'd have to pick. Yeah.
And
I mean,
one
somebody
is
else
true.
Does that.
One
Right.
is true.
Right, yeah.
And you would have to guess which one is true.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Understood.
It just could be fun to try to figure it out, give you something to do.
Wait, don't tell me. It's another broadcast that is funnier than shit, and they do that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
There's
stealing.
A couple
But-
of people
but
do
we-
that, I think.
And, yeah.
Who cares? I think that'd be fun, huh?
Yeah.
I think it could be something. It leads me into the question of the week, which we'll do a little bit later after we do Sport News segment. But for a little while, anyways, we should pick favorites at things. This week we picked favorite comedy of all time, which is the hardest fucking question I've heard yet on this podcast. But each week, your favorite car,
Sure.
your whatever, your favorite fucking color, whatever. But then we all choose or try to pick what we think each other's favorites are.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
But
So-
we'd have to have like a multiple questions, don't you
Wait,
think?
did we decide that this week was going to be favorite comedy?
we did.
Okay.
We talked about it last night, Courtney. We remember we looked up
I was
the
wondering why you guys were
Handsome
talking
Keith
about
looked
that.
up the top 100
no,
movies
Caitlin
or
did,
top
but
10.
no, I know, but like I didn't realize that was because of why.
Yeah. Well, how did you not realize that?
I just
That was
wasn't
the
paying
whole
attention.
fucking conversation.
Well,
Yeah. So a couple new things coming up. Did we have any retractions from last week?
Oh yes, I did actually. So
course you do.
well, geez,
Ooh.
okay, but
I see.
the Pornhub thing that you brought up, where it's well, okay, so
Should
something
have
just
expected this.
okay, but because it was like, oh yeah, like against white supremacy, but then I was like, something didn't sit right. So then I thought about it more, and I was like, well, actually, it's just objectifying black bodies. So I think that's exactly what it does. So I don't think that's a
Fuck.
yeah, I don't think it's good.
These slippery bastards.
That's what I'm saying.
How
So
do you
I
get
think,
'em?
but anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I don't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Fair enough. That's yep.
I think
Damn
that
it.
was under the false article or false headline.
Could've
It
been.
was, but
I've
even
seen
still,
that.
like even as a joke or whatever, it's just
Will, do you have any retractions? I won't call you out.
I don't.
Okay. So
What? When? Oh, my
well,
lie. My lie?
your lie.
you better. That is a huge retraction. Settle down. Get yeah.
I don't think that he has to because we talked about it on the happy hour. So maybe
Oh,
that
we're
could
not airing that.
be okay. But
What
Jeff,
about
look
for
at
those who were not at the happy hour
Yeah.
and didn't get to hear
I
it either
wasn't.
way?
I wasn't at the happy hour
But
either. So.
Jeff, look
But
at
you're
Jeff's
aware
face.
of what it is.
Yeah.
Jeff really wants to know.
Jeff, I lied, and I apologize to lying.
First time?
This is the first time. I unfortunately, my assignment was to think about my favorite place that I have ever been as a child for vacation. I couldn't think of anything. I thought of Hawaii, and then I thought beach, and then I remembered my brother was a young kid and saw a dead body at the beach, but that was in Santa Barbara. So I put that story together with the Hawaii story, made it all up that I had to be segregated, and and the cops came, and I couldn't have a good vacation because the cops had to interview all of us, and I just made it up, and I just wanted a lot of people to like what I was saying, and I want to apologize, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm sorry.
So this is a retraction from like week 3.
I
I
guess
know.
so.
Yes. Well, okay. So we were driving in a car
Oh,
on the way
gosh.
back from a photo shoot, and Will goes, "Yeah, I lied about that," and we were like, "Ha ha 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 ha." And then like we start talking about something else, and he's like, "No, I genuinely lied
He
about
had to
that."
get it off his chest.
I
I
know.
can get it off my chest. I couldn't think of my favorite place I've ever been, and I don't know why a dead body and a beach came into my mind. That part was true, but that was about my brother, and it was before I was born. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I won't do that again. It's just
So it was a mix of things, but it wasn't the exact thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just put them together.
Okay.
Right. Well, what do you think about that, Jeff?
Cool.
Okay. So are we still like gonna be doing this from now on?
Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
Holy shit! Any retractions from you, Jeff, or revisions from? I mean, I don't think you can beat that.
Slight retraction
Okay.
when we were discussing, just to bring it back to the beginning again. Hopefully this will be the last time we have to discuss it, but I can't promise.
Oh boy.
The chicken incident. Yeah. But when we were talking about it, I said, but I'm not going to change anything. That's not
noticed that.
accurate. I'm not going to stop buying chicken, but I needed to find a new process. So this week I brought everything inside the house.
Oh.
And this way I had to deal with the chicken on the counter as opposed to try to remember to go out there and put it in the freezer. So
Well, this
I made
is-
a change.
Really compelling stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I speak.
But I
truth.
noticed
Suck
that
it.
you said that last time. I noticed that you said, well, I'm not going to
I
change.
did too.
Well, let's get into it.
Let me try that again. I think I was talking a little too fast. So 2 windmills are sitting in a field. One windmill turns to the other and asks, So what kind of music are you into? The other answer is, well, I'm a huge metal fan.
Okay, well that was Sloshy Joshy. Thank you for the voicemail and the joke.
I liked it. I'm a huge metal fan.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it's classic dad joke.
That's
I think
good.
Yeah, and
Or
I know that it was
uncle.
hard to hear in here with that, but I will clean it up for the mix. But Josh also was the one who referred us to 13th Legion, so we got to check those guys out in Hawaii. I guess he lived with one of the guys for a minute there, Caleb, out in Fire Island, New York. So small world. Those guys are killer.
And we were going to go to Fire Island before COVID happened.
That's right.
So
We were supposed to be out there in June.
to hang out with Josh,
Early June.
Rachel, and Dana. So yeah, but one of the interesting facts about this band is that they did a tour in Japan last year, and they were supposed to tour this year on the West Coast and play at this year's Punk Rock Bowling Festival, which also was derailed by COVID-19, which we were going to go to.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So that was really cool that they got on the Punk Rock Bowling Festival.
Yeah, dude, getting on
lineup.
Punk Rock Bowling is a big deal.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, touring Japan also. Both those things I would love to do at some point in my life.
Yeah.
But, you know, here
That
we
was
are.
great. Well,
Yeah,
we're doing something productive.
I guess we're trying.
Yeah.
So thanks, Josh. Thanks for calling in and
Thank you,
leaving us a
Josh.
joke.
And thank you to 13th Legion.
I'm just
And thank you,
bummed.
13th Legion.
His first call, he called and tried to do the joke and then fucked it up,
Right.
which was really funny. And then he called and said, all right, I'm going to try again.
Right.
I accidentally erased the first one.
It was the very first day that you were
It was the
trying
first
to figure
one
out.
I was trying to figure it out, and I hit the wrong fucking button and erased it.
Yeah.
So sorry.
But
Yeah.
hey, it landed. I'm a metal fan. I like it.
Cool. Hey.
So there were 2 windmills.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I think that you have something for Courtney or for all of us,
Okay.
but maybe Courtney specifically. Last week we were hitting her.
Courtney, this is G-rated. Don't worry.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't be all scared.
But it's new slang.
This is new slang. And
Jeff, we'll see what you can think.
Jeff, maybe you, everyone chime in if they can, or time in, or
Chime in.
join in.
Chime.
Chime. Anyways, I want to give the word or the
Okay.
abbreviation. This is called CD9. What does that mean in text orientation? You know,
Have you ever heard that?
if I was going to text you and I said CD9,
No.
I know this is new
Jeff?
stuff.
Have you ever heard of CD9?
You're gonna have to keep up with your son.
No.
Um,
Okay.
This a CD9 stands for breaker breaker. This one may take you back a while to the walkie-talkie days of your youth. CD9 stands for code 9, as in can't talk. My parents are here.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
I guess I'm a boomer.
I guess you
I'm
are.
a boomer. How about this? Shook. SHOOK. What does shook mean?
I think I know that one. I have no idea. But
Come on, Courtney.
Well, no, I think it's like
I think you got it. You're on the close. You're ready.
Well, I have a hard time pulling words out of my brain anyway, so like this is really hard for me.
How about I'll just put it in a sentence.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I stayed up all night reading that book, and now I'm shook.
Tired?
What do you think, Jeff?
Past tense of shake.
There you go. As in shake and bake, like your
Yeah,
chicken.
it's shook. It's like you're spooked.
That too.
It's just the exact
You're
meaning of the
emotionally
word.
shaken and affected by something.
That's the exact definition of the fucking word.
Oh.
These
well,
goddamn kids, fucking idiots. All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
How about one more?
Yeah.
This is called Netflix and chill.
Oh, I know
Oh
that one.
Jesus, everyone knows that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the top. In the top 2020 new slang. That's bullshit. Give us another one, a good one.
Okay. I'm dead.
Riley says this to me.
Oh.
Damn it.
In the article, it refers to the fact that your teen is laughing so hard about something that
Okay.
he or she is dying.
Yeah, dying laughing.
I'm dead. That's so funny. I'm dead. High key. What's high key? Now I don't know what this is, but I would only assume.
Bright?
I would assume maybe not pretentious or high tight or high key. Like you are just
High maintenance?
Right.
High key,
Anybody, Jeff?
like a key that you use in a door.
Yeah. Well.
Okay,
That's
all right.
how about this?
Like a key used for Coke.
Oh, high end key. Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's a sentence. I high key can't wait for this day to end. I want to scream it from the rooftops.
Very much.
Excitement.
Yeah.
I high key can't wait. All right. Conversely, high key is a way to describe something that you really want to emphasize. Emphasize.
Emphasize.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh well, okay. That's very enlightening. I don't know. I feel a little
Okay.
dumber for knowing these actually.
And how about one more and that'll be it, okay?
Okay.
All
This is it. LMIRL. LMIRL.
Let me know in real life.
Oh,
Like-
nice.
Yeah, that's
No, let's meet in real life.
okay. Well, fuck the same goddamn thing.
Okay.
Let me know in real life. No,
Oh,
let's
because-
meet in real life. Sounds like you're going to have a hookup.
Okay.
Let me
Or-
know in real life.
Or just
Okay,
like
yeah,
meeting
fair.
people.
There is no
'cause-
K in there.
Yeah.
We would have needed that, but you were on the right track.
Yeah, right. Let me guess. It means like let's talk like not on Facebook because so many people just have relationships through social media and not
Right.
ever meeting in person.
Yeah.
Unless we're using handwriting letters to pen pals or in the snail mail, LMIR means let's meet in real life.
All right.
Neat stuff. All right. Well, now you know, Boomer.
Yeah, now we know.
Okay.
CD9.
CD9.
You know what it's time for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for
Sporty
segment.
Sporty.
Okay. So
And a big drink.
yeah. Yeah, so I joined this business community this week, and I was sold when like on the kind of webinar thing where it was like, this is for you if this is whatever, and it was like no douchebags. So I was like, heck yes, this is my people. But on the onboarding, they were doing the Strengths Finder as well, and they said they recommended doing it, retaking it every 3 years. And I said that we had tested for that, and I forgot it. We retested on the disc. So I am going to, because it has been over 3 years since I took my strengths, I'm going to redo it,
Oh.
and I'm going to do the $60 one. That goes like super in depth, and it gives you like the 12, and it gives you like a whole assessment. So just a heads up on that.
Oh.
I will be going through that probably this week.
Wow.
The other thing is, since it's Father's Day, we didn't say Happy Father's
oh my
Day.
gosh.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Jeb.
Yeah.
Fathers out there
Yeah.
and Jebediah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Happy Father's Day.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I was getting so upset. I wasn't gonna say anything. That's fine. I'm just kidding. We don't do these fucking holidays. Yeah, you know.
Well, happy Father's Day. It must be rough.
Riley's gonna make me fried shrimp parmesan tonight.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Courtney spent her whole morning making a homemade pasta sauce
That is correct, yes.
and homemade pasta with our new pasta maker. So right now she's got noodles all on the little hanger dryer thing all over the kitchen.
That is correct.
Happy Father's Day. for
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna be great.
Yeah, so, dang it. I'm trying to find my wish list of things. So, for Father's Day, something popped up on my, something popped up yesterday, and me and Riley were like, oh my gosh, who should it be? Who should it be? I think I'm going to get you a cameo from Brian Callen,
Why?
because I think it would be really silly.
I don't need.
But
I don't need the kid. You know, that's
No,
fine.
I think it would be silly.
I don't understand.
And
Brian Callen, he's a comedian. Cameo is like a site where you can hire for a certain amount. You can get Will Smith to go, hey, happy birthday, man. Like your wife wanted me to do whatever. You know.
Oh.
So you can, all the celebrities sign up for it, and you can get them to say,
Oh.
you know,
But
happy anniversary or
the
something.
reason why I haven't gone through with it yet is because I wanted Will and Jeff to help me figure out what we want him to say to Jeb.
Well,
Because
We'll
he can
see.
say anything.
now
like
you
he'll-
blew the secret.
No, there's no secret.
I know there's no secret because you told me.
No.
Oh, we'd
Uh-huh.
have to think about this.
Yeah, we
'cause
gotta
I
think
got
about
a
it.
plethora of things I'd like to say.
But the interesting thing is that Chevy Chase is charging $500 per
Yeah.
per thing. But
Well, fuck it.
no, I'm
If-
not
If
paying
you want Chevy Chase
$500.
to fucking wish you Merry Christmas, that's. Dude,
oh,
Merry
that
Christmas.
makes sense.
Oh, my wheels just.
that makes sense.
I got
That
your-
is the best Christmas card thing you
Oh
can do.
my God! If he just did that little monologue from Christmas Vacation,
Oh,
dude.
see now that you might want.
That's
to pay,
worth $500.
That's worth $500 right there. Yeah.
Well,
Fuck yeah!
if you weren't getting a tattoo, maybe I could afford it.
Oh, I think it's more worth it.
I'm just kidding.
You having a hard time hearing us, Jeff, out there? I can't hear you at all right now.
Mainly
There you go.
Courtney,
Courtney.
just her volume.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well,
damn it.
we'll work on that. Courtney, speak louder.
I'm trying.
Okay.
That's cool. I like that. That might be a really interesting gift. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to do something that was.
He
I mean,
doesn't look
besides
like he
making-
wants that gift.
No,
he
I
is,
know.
Look at. He
Well,
looks like he's.
they're
has to take
funnier
a pee
people
right now.
I would
He does
rather
not
have.
like-
I'd rather have Josh Potter.
He's on my list, but I was like,
You
I
know.
thought you liked the kid better.
Yeah. No, man. Like I don't know. There's
Dude,
other
Josh Potter was seriously like, look, he's on my 4
Is that
people.
Diaz,
Is
Joey
that a guy
Diaz.
from? Is that a Harry Potter guy? Or
All right,
something?
well then
No.
it's gonna be Josh Potter or Tom Papa or Sinbad. Those were the 4 people that I
Oh my
highlighted.
God, Sinbad would have been really funny too.
Well,
Just
okay,
we saw
now that
Sinbad
it's-
recently.
I know, that's why I thought
Yeah.
it would be so awesome.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
But
You know, I'll do it for a
But-
cheaper price.
no, but I want
No.
Yeah,
no, because I mean you're here all the time. What I'm saying is I want Jeff and Will to help me.
Taking you for granted. Okay. Well, what are you gonna start doing for your segments now that we're wrapping up on these? Have you thought of anything new?
I have some ideas, but yeah.
Okay. All right, but you're gonna keep them secret,
Yep.
not like my gift, just regular secret.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You guys are so cute. Like, you got a cute voice. He has a face for the radio. No, my point is, you guys are cute. It's adorable. I like it. It makes me happy seeing you guys.
Our 17th wedding anniversary is next week too.
That is fantastic.
true.
And I did not
Wow.
know that.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah,
happens
that's
very
the
quick.
wedding.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That's the. But how long has it been? Really?
22 years or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I keep putting up with it, man. I don't know how I do it. Thank you
But
for
I
asking.
mean, to be serious though, like I am the worst gift giver. You blow me out of the water on gifts and stuff. So
We try. We have stocking wars at our house.
we have stocking wars, but also like
Our
on,
stockings grow like the month of December. There's more and more shit in there. She won one year though. I woke up and she had a full machete. Like they were already exploding. There's a machete just stuck in the top of it. And I'm like, okay.
My mother's pretty bad at gifts too. You know, she gave me a croquet set, and I was like, I was like 21. I didn't have a yard, and she saw the croquet kit, and I said, or not a crochet, but a
Yeah, croquet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say. Sorry.
Yeah.
And a pair of gloves.
Well, fuck. I guess we should get into question of the week, which is, we already said it. What is your favorite comedy movie ever? Jeff has been
Third.
quiet. Fuck. You knew I was gonna do it. You knew I was gonna do it. All right. So who wants to
I've
go?
got answers ready too.
4th.
I'll go fourth.
I already did.
She already called it. So it's first.
I'll go second.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with me. So you guys have to guess what you think my favorite comedy is.
Okay, I think.
No, you got it. You don't get to speak first
Oh damn it.
because these two wouldn't know as much as you would.
Okay.
All right. You don't have a very good sense of humor. I got it.
Okay.
Pee-wee's Big House Adventure.
Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. I just realized that part of this game is I could change my answer and you guys wouldn't know.
I know.
I know, like,
so
that's-
what's
I
We
happening?
should we
I
should
don't
write
like
it
that game.
down first or something next time, but we'll just do it this way.
You
That
don't
way
think
there's-
you could just honestly be honest?
I don't know. Can you? You lied about your vacation.
Oh.
But okay, Jeff, what's your guess?
Whoa.
Am I wrong in the rumor I heard? Are they coming out with the Bill and Ted's 3?
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Has anybody
are.
else heard this?
They
Yes.
are.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks awesome. So
So my guess for you will be The Water Boy.
ooh, that's a really good movie too. No, though. All right, Courtney.
I think it's Christmas Vacation.
So Christmas Vacation was in there. So I was having a really hard time with this because there's certain movies I watch over and over again. I can always watch it. Caddyshack was right at the top of the list.
Oh, okay.
That was my first inclination.
Okay.
Dumb and Dumber was my second inclination. And then Christmas Vacation was my third.
Okay.
But after talking with Handsome Keith last night, I'm going to go Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Because God damn it, man, it's just nonstop. Every fucking scene is something super fucking funny, man. Like, oh God, I just thought of another one where I feel the same way.
What is
We
that
should
noise?
almost make it your top 2 because coming up with one is so difficult because there's so many. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, well, so there was my
It's
top.
but then then we should do 5. So there has to be a limit.
I
in there
know,
too.
got it. Like, your favorite comedy is the hardest question. I love comedy movies. I mean, Coming to America was another one. That I just,
So if I'm second, I'm going to go with Young Frankenstein. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Mel Brooks.
I like how we didn't get the guess for you.
So we're
you
not going
bastard.
to guess.
Oh,
That's okay.
Okay, but Young Frankenstein
saves
is
time.
awesome. Yeah.
You
Oh,
shaved
yeah.
off some time there.
sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think next week we'll put it in a little jar. So anyway,
How
Young
would-
Frankenstein, really,
That's a good one.
it's great. But
What is it that does it for you, Will?
Walk this way. No, really. Walk this way.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Every time, would you like a glass of milk? No, nothing at all.
Gene
Good
Wilder
day.
is the man, dude.
It was absolutely a brilliant movie. I really dig that. Mel Brooks, love him.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Courtney said third.
All
No,
right.
I said fourth.
That's right. Jeff said third, so we got to guess what Jeff's is.
No, I said fourth.
You didn't.
You said third.
Oh, okay. So I'm third. Yeah, go ahead and guess.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard. Fuck. I don't know.
I can
Comedy-
provide a hint. when
Yeah, we'll
you're
take a
ready.
That
hint.
would be awesome.
All right. Is somebody's
The,
phone ringing?
the directors and writers, there's brothers.
So it's a Coen
Oh,
brother.
no. It's the Farley brothers. It's something about Mary.
God damn, that's a good one too.
Or what about the Irene? What is it?
Me, myself, Irene.
Me, myself, and Irene.
Also the Farley brothers.
Yeah.
Or is it Fairly?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm
See,
bad at names.
I'm not
saying names
good at
wrong.
any of that. I was gonna say Ace Ventura. But I don't know.
Has
who
everybody
wrote that.
guessed out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Yeah.
'Cause Ace Ventura didn't write and direct any movies. He's actually a made-up character.
Yeah.
so-
Fuck yeah. But it's the movie. Yeah.
Got it. The Coen brothers.
Okay.
Oh,
Comedy, meaning Lebowski.
It's right there, but I have to go with Raising Arizona.
Oh,
just 'cause it's my
okay.
heart.
I'm going to give you the. You know what?
Nice. Oh, and he's got the
do.
tattoo.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, my
Okay.
brother and I even have matching tattoos from it. I
That's-
Oh
love
my
it that
God.
much.
That's
We
a
saw
cage.
it. We were going back to see it in the theater. I probably saw it like 6 times. It was at the
Wow.
cheap theater, and we just went overboard on it, and then it just became our thing.
That's a good one.
Awesome. All right. Well,
That's fantastic.
yeah, I didn't know you're that much of a Nick Cage fan. You got to look up Nick Cage losing his shit on YouTube.
Oh my goodness!
No,
Holy shit, it's so funny.
Jimmy Fallon doing Nick Cage being the Tiger King.
Yes, that is
That's
excellent.
really,
that.
that was really
Yeah. All right. So Courtney, you have no sense of humor,
good. Okay.
and I live with you, and I've known you for a really long time.
How about Princess with Pride? Princess Pride.
The Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride. Because there's a little romanticness, there's a little funniness, it's an adventure, inconceivable, all that stuff.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
I guess it's
I
not.
don't know. What do you think, Jeff?
What is that?
I have no idea. Is that you, Jeff?
That was my phone. I got
Okay.
it turned off, but it's sorry, it's on my desk. So Courtney's favorite movie, Weird Science.
That's another fucking God, man. I love comedies.
I
That's
love
great.
that movie.
I love that
That's
movie
right
too.
there with for me.
That chick lives out here in St. Ines.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You know her name.
Fuck your favorite comedy.
Keebler Elves. She likes the Keebler
Man,
Elves.
I'm at a loss. Like
I
I'm
guess
trying
that's
to.
not a movie.
Because it's got to be something that she would watch over and over.
Oh, I
She
know.
kinda doesn't really do that.
Throwing Overboard with Goldie Hawn.
Overboard. No.
Overboard.
Maybe Bridesmaids.
Okay, you got it on the head because
Ah.
but Will actually, like, I've watched Overboard and I did love Overboard before Bridesmaids. And it's because it comes
Nice.
on all the
Look
time.
at-
So that's interesting. But also Jeb's like, I'm at a loss. I was at a loss too. to
That's a
find
kiss that goes in the vault.
It. Okay.
That was it. I got
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Jeff, interesting that you said Weird Science because what is that? Is it Mystery something?
Mystery Theater.
Science Theater.
Science theater. That's what when you said that, that's what I thought of. And when I would go to piano lessons when I was a kid, that was always on in the piano lesson room.
Mystery Science was?
It
That's
was
weird.
It was a weird one, and I think it was because the kid before me turned it on and watched it, and then I had to sit there waiting for the. Yeah, it was interesting.
And you didn't like it?
No,
Yeah, because you have no sense of humor.
okay.
All right.
So hold up, everything I wanna say is true. If I was never lost, I would have never found you. I get stuck, tripping over a words I haven't said. Feels like I'm spinning around just in the back of my head. Simple things, just a touch or a glance, subtle embrace. You have to dip in your hands, so don't stop. You're like my new favorite song, 'cause when I wake up in the morning, you'll be over and gone. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here I go again. We can drive around, staying up all night. We can talk for hours, never mind the sunlight. You could be my angel undercover, just another mystery, another wrong and distant lover. The one that got away, the one that never stayed. We both knew it had to end this way. When I get back to town, I might see you around. Until then, it's just been keeping me down. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here I go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here I go again.
All right, everyone, that was Bombs Blast. The song was called Here I Go Again. I've been listening to these guys for a minute now. They gave us their submission a little while ago. and
Through Hosting Monsters. Thank you
again,
guys again.
Again,
You
these
guys
fucking
are
guys.
amazing.
We're going to have to play another Hosting Monsters
Heck
song.
yeah.
Fucking guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wilson. He's joined us.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, so give us a little bit more info about
Okay,
that.
so Bombs Blast is a punk ska hardcore band, and it's a 5-piece from Kearney, Nebraska. And their biography on their page is pretty silly, so I'm going to read it. Dear Punk Rock, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it is that we did wrong, but we think you're crazy for making us write an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us in simplest terms in the most convenient definitions, but we found out that it
Oh, come on.
out.
The curse of the
Okay,
will.
well, there's a lot of words.
Okay.
But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain, an athlete, and a basket case, a princess, and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, Bombs Blast.
Oh, wow.
I like
that.
that.
That was big.
Bomb Blast, is that what it
That's
is?
the name of the band.
Yeah,
Bombs
Bombs
Blast.
It's Bombs Blast. Yeah, they had a song that was out on the Rancid split too. Or not Rancid split, a Rancid compilation or something. It really fucking good.
Yeah.
One of my new favorites from the last few weeks because it's changed my Spotify algorithm. That's how I know. 'Cause I
Oh,
keep going
nice.
back to it. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, all right, you guys did hear that Wilson Gil snuck in during that last song.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out. What's up?
Yo, so we're
Hey,
going to play
Wilson.
a DT song called Insurgent. It's going to hit right for the times right now. And when we're done, we're going to chat with him and see what's going on. Check in.
Word.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Well, it's real, but you gotta believe, but you gotta believe, but you gotta believe. I ain't joking, it's real, but you gotta believe, but you gotta believe, but you gotta believe the one spoken. I won't be no saint, 'cause it's mine not to say, and the proof that you gave was a lie. And I won't just bow down for your boots on the ground. Be a dog, baby, I'd rather die.
a bloody revolution's overturned system. And there was nothing more bloody than the American Revolution. It's the ballot or the vote.
Yo, all right.
Word.
That was the DTEASE, and
was
we got
awesome.
Mr. Wilson
was.
Gil, the lead singer.
That's it.
That song was called Insurgent. The album's called Shake. You can find it on Spotify.
Word.
Again.
Look
Again.
it up. Yes. Come on out and rock out.
Yeah. Quickly, what was that about? Like, do you want to give us like cliff notes on the lyrics of that song, or?
Absolutely. Well, that song is about, fighting the power, basically. I think the last verse is pretty indicative of what the whole song is. So it's like, you won't steal my vote with my hands around your throat as your plot to ascend goes awry, because the creed that you sell is what damns you to hell, and my soul is the thing you can't buy.
God
Insurgent.
damn.
See, what's amazing, what you just said, is that it does have relevance to this time and
Yeah.
age right now.
And then, the very last deal is basically just a clip from the famous Malcolm X speech, Ballad of the Bullet. And to me, it's like my favorite Malcolm X speech. And it's interesting because I've always found that guy's just super, of all that sort of like that timing of the tumultuous 60s and all of the things that were going on. I mean, he was, to me, the most, maybe on some levels even more relevant than Martin Luther King, even though he was more radical. But he was such an interesting guy because he absolutely knew he was going to be assassinated, and it still didn't stop him, and he did it anyway. And to me, that
a martyr.
Yeah, I mean, in that line, it's like it's the ballad of the bullet. It's freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody.
God
So
damn.
it's super powerful. Yeah. So I wanted to do something.
I appreciate that. And I also want to tell you that I really dig your voice. I love
Oh,
your voice.
thanks,
I like
man.
your speaking voice, and I like your singing voice.
Thanks, man.
You know, I dig it.
I've been doing. It's interesting because I knew like many people in their whole lives, they struggle to find out what it is they wanted to do, and I knew like from 10 or 11 years old
Oh, wow.
exactly what I
Nice.
was going to be, and I ran with that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm lucky that I actually could sing, figured out how to sing and be expressive. But the expressive part is something that I don't know if I don't know if that can be learned. It's just something that you have.
I agree.
Right.
So I love that. That's some part of me that I feel super blessed about.
That's
you know?
amazing.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Jeff, I saw you were digging on those lyrics when you were saying that. Would you have some thoughts on that?
Yeah, tons of thoughts. No. Keep going. I'll
Word.
chime in.
Okay,
Word,
all right,
Jeff.
man. Yeah. All right. So, for those of you that don't know, me and Wilson have played. How many shows do you think that we played together?
Just under 1 billion.
Right. It's crazy. These guys have a insane live show.
Oh, I saw that.
If
It's
you
amazing.
can ever make it out to a DT show, you're gonna want to do it.
Super fun.
We got
Scary at first.
lights, fogs, whips, coffins,
On stage, mock executions,
beheadings,
pillow fights,
pillow fights,
Pillow fights.
dancing
And it changes
girls.
all the time.
flamethrowers, you
Right.
name it.
Yeah.
it does.
It's never
yeah.
the same.
They are the band that's not allowed to come
Be
back.
disappointed.
They're the band that is not allowed to come back.
Not
I
without
love it.
Yeah.
not without a cleaning contract.
No, we certainly have been banned from a couple clubs, and I always wore that as like a badge of honor.
Dude,
Absolutely.
but you guys make a huge fucking mess. Condoms everywhere. It's
Oh, wow.
I think I have a picture of
it's
Jeb
a slippery fun night.
posing in the feathers after one of the
I
shows.
definitely know that you do. It's on
Oh.
stage.
You know,
Oh.
in all fairness, though, I gotta say it's like so. I mean, when we first started out, it was like the whole thing was like we were just kind of figuring out how to do what we do in a confined space, and so it literally was like an atom bomb just dropping, and it would just, we didn't understand, feather dynamics, blast radius type of stuff.
Right.
So
right.
I would say
Cleaning up
now it's
feathers
like
for years.
Yeah, so I would say now like what we've done is like we've defined it, we've refined it down to like a controlled demolition. So it explodes, but it explodes in a very small or a small enough radius that everything isn't destroyed for days and days.
I feel like you're
afterwards.
just saying that to
Yeah, hey man,
have you back at
it's,
this point.
it's the truth. When I lie to you,
right.
Oh my god.
Feels like like you tried to don't put glitter in package to promote yourself.
Yeah.
You know, without
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're gonna notice me with glitter.
Yeah.
They fucking hate your guts if you have glitter all over the place.
Oh,
Totally.
fuck yeah, dude.
Totally.
Yeah.
But you know, like I gotta say though, like even though like you remember we smash guitars with glitter, filled with glitter, and the whole idea was like for me when I was originally thinking is like, and even with the feathers, it's like you can be at a club and 6 months later you look down and you see like just a little glint of glimmer and like a feather stuck in the thing. You're like, oh, the DTEASE played here.
Oh, we've been here.
Yeah. Like that was the biggest thing is like I wanted even from the straight up from like how we looked down to the like the silver shark skin suits, like Brat Pack type of thing, to every single thing was about like I love the Ramones so much because you could see you could look on the wall of shame of 50 different punk bands, but you could immediately pick out the Ramones because of how their haircuts are da-da-da.
Right.
So I wanted something that was like instantly recognizable just from the thing. And so from that, we sort of forged our...
Well, I think that you did it. You pulled it off, bro. Like fucking...
Our thing of doom, you know, like
It's
whatever.
crazy. So-
It's our blessing. It's our curse. You know?
Wilson, what's so? For lack of a better term, I want to say antics, but antics sounds too amateurish. What's the biggest one you went for that didn't go right?
Oh my God.
That's a good question.
That's a good question,
That's
yeah.
totally a good question. Well,
Thank you.
I do got to say, so like when we first started doing it, we had these, we would finish off with this onstage pillow fight. Right. And so we would just go down to Bed Bath and Beyond and buy the cheapest on sale, like feather pillows.
Right.
And like, we didn't really realize at the time that like, it's not just a sack full of some feathers that are fluffed up. It's like shoved in at a high pressure rate. So they're like layers upon layers. And so we're just hey, we'll have a pillow fight and we'll rip the feathers, we'll go. And so we rip the pillows open. And it's not just like releasing a few feathers.
No.
It's like this massive. So we would just go, and then it would be the feathers would like layer off, and underneath there'd be another feather and another feather, to where I remember like poor Bill at Muddy's,
Muddy Waters,
dude, like. It would literally look like it was just snowing in the hallways, on the patio,
Yeah, outside in the street,
and everywhere was just
fucking
so.
feathers.
It was like a fucking nuclear winter of feathers, and it took us a while to realize that, like, oh,
That's not gonna fly.
yeah, you know, yeah.
Get it? Feather?
But don't bump. Hey, thank you. Be here all week at the chemical convention.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
So
I really didn't mean it as a
I
joke.
think that was like one of the best ones, you know, as far as like that was a failure, but at the same time, it added to like it just kind of the mystique, because people would be like, I can't believe you just fucking did that.
Right.
You know,
Were you at the feather show?
Yes, exactly. You know that whether they liked us or hated it, it'd be like, oh, this band, they just had all these feathers. I'm like, oh my God. But you know, Bill was like the only guy, or one of the only, and Whiskey Richards, that were like,
Fuck it.
We fucked those places up on the front end so many times, and they never blinked. They were just
they're
like,
like,
rock and roll.
Because they
were
like the
cool.
show. The
Yeah,
show is
yeah,
so fun.
yeah.
They're like, fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, the
okay.
bar made $1 million, and like everybody was cool. Velvet Jones, not so much.
No, they didn't like that.
No, we were. I remember it was like some show or something, and they're like, the sound guys all like, all right, first thing is first is no drum sets, no smashing of anything, and no glitter.
They break
And
their
I-
drum set at the end of
dude,
each show,
I've
too.
smashed so many shit and guitars and
fucking crazy.
all that. So, you know, so of course the first thing I did is like, you know, inside I'm this kid. And I'm like, I'm thinking like, you ain't my dad, you know. So I got a big fucking cup of glitter, and the first thing I did on the first deal is just like, whoom, like into the fucking deal, and then we just smashed the fucking drum set to sticks on the end of the song. You know,
They
like,
asked for it.
You guys are never playing here again. I'm like, yeah, well, thank you, you know, and of course. You know.
What do you think about the new spot there, Music
Dude,
Alley? Have you
so
been in there?
I have not. I just got the heads up yesterday.
I did too.
And
Yeah,
they
we did too.
invited me down to see it. And
yeah,
so I'm
we
like,
got that
okay.
same invite.
Yeah,
But
I hope they do something good with it.
I only saw a photo, but it looks a little weird. They took the stage down to where it's almost flat, or like a
Oh, really?
ankle high stage, like they
Oh.
do at Whiskeys and stuff.
Wow.
Which is a bummer, man. I love having a real stage.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would think like that. You would think they would at least have it like maybe middle of where it
Right.
was last
Sure.
Middle
time.
I mean,
at
it was
least,
hard
yeah.
getting gear on and off
Yeah.
of that fucker, but like,
Yeah.
Dude, I built a great. So the other thing that we have good too is like because of all those things is like I realized that if I'm ever gonna want to like have the shows that I want, I need to get my own place. So
Right.
we scored this amazing warehouse in Santa Barbara, and it's huge, open air, and like we built a huge stage. It's got a huge stage, and I have a pole dance on one thing, a pole, and then a lira drop for a like the lira is like the steel circle that they do like aerial ballet.
you guys can see all this stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
You look at DTs on YouTube, you're gonna see Zombie Prom.
Yeah,
where they're
absolutely.
serving him up as a fucking zombie. It's a
super fun.
what the fuck is it?
Frankenfurter.
Yeah, I lost. Yeah, exactly.
That was it.
That
yeah,
was it.
yeah.
Good.
That was awesome.
So like I just also realized that like if you really want to like do the shows that you want to do, you sort of have to. The whole biggest thing we always did to the shows anyway was bring in the whole environment, everything, the lights, the da 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 da. So we could make like Muddy Waters into this great little fucking rock venue.
Right,
You
yeah.
would never
It's just a
recognize
coffee
it.
shop, yeah.
Yeah. So I just was like, well, shit, maybe I can find my own place. And the universe sort of dropped this great shed in our lab.
That's awesome.
Which is
Fantastic.
really hard
And I've
in
never
Santa
been
Oh
Barbara.
there.
man, it's so impossible.
Yeah.
The whole deal was like, it was the whole block basically is slated to be torn down and be made into a hotel.
Yeah, that's what
And
happened
so
first.
when I originally got it, that's why nobody wanted it because they didn't want to go in and grab it and then have to move all their stuff out. So
Right.
I got a really good deal on it. And they were saying, well, maybe you'll get it 6 months or 8 months, and then we're going to tear it all down.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, I know how Santa Barbara is with the permitting and
Yeah.
all
Sure.
that. So 6 months turned into a year, turned into 2 years.
Awesome.
And now, like, if there's any silver lining out of the COVID thing, is that like. They just gave me another year on it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're trying to save. It's like a big hotel conglomerate. They're trying to save the hotels they have. They're not going to be building any new.
Right.
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
so on that end, when do you think you're going to be playing live again and doing?
Well,
things
you know,
again?
like I had hoped to do, like I have kind of an idea for like a smash up COVID
Yeah.
party, you know, like
I've been wanting to
destroy
do
COVID.
something like that too.
Yeah.
but it's
And
not.
so
not
I'm
right now.
thinking, no, man, I'm hoping end of July maybe or end of August, you know. It just depends on when are people, not going to be
We
so
got a
scared.
little spike right now, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of waiting that out myself.
Well, I think
See
the
what the
thing
next-
that is like you're right. Like it's to look at that, but the main thing also is to if the death. What's the overall death rate? You know, like
Right.
when you see that. So I'm hoping,
Yeah.
because I don't see us like ever being able to fully outrun it.
No,
Right.
I think it's eventual.
Tomorrow, I was told that the county is going to give us peel it back ordinance, meaning,
Let
haha,
people-
we were asking you to open, now we're done.
Yeah,
I
I
heard
heard
that as
something
well.
about that
For
too.
the
I don't know.
nails and the tattoos and
Yeah.
things, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know. We're going to find that out tomorrow
The
morning.
massage parlors.
Massage parlors.
bastards.
Oh,
So,
man.
I mean, we talked about death just a little bit. Can we touch on what you do for a living? Because it's pretty unusual and unique.
Yeah, I mean, I could give you the basic rundown. Is
for the people that don't know.
Yeah, I own and operate a body removal service in town.
hear
Like,
that.
so I basically handle all the on-site removals and trauma site management for the sheriff's department, and then also a lot of, just the more nominal deaths, mortuaries, and.
So are you a private contractor?
Yeah, it's my own company.
Your own company? Of
Yeah.
course, of course.
So that's that's insane,
That's
right? He's
insane.
rock and roll singer at night
Yeah.
and picking up bodies during the day.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
first heard
Or
that,
at
I
night,
thought,
like not just
Or-
like
okay,
it's-
yeah.
dude. That's the one thing about my job, man. The Grim Reaper calls at
I mean,
stupid o'clock.
You just
all
gotta
the
you gotta
time.
text right now.
Yeah,
from-
exactly.
just now. That's I don't know how you can balance these things.
That's
and-
remarkable.
yeah,
I
like how
commend
do you balance
Do you
that?
think that-
Because that's traumatic situations a lot of times. Because like
Well,
that's-
Well, I think okay.
does that
so
help with
it's-
writing too?
Yeah, so I think for me, there really is like it's an amazing balance because like, as an artist, as a singer, as a whatever, as a human being, to like look through the death window, just even like to see it from afar is something. But then when you actually experience, and not only that, like when you are interjected into it, and you're also interacting with somebody that like, you know, in that moment, that person is having quite possibly the most important or the worst or the most traumatic day of their lives, or their second.
Of course.
So to be able to be interjected, to be able to hold that space with those people, to be able to try to be part of the solution of it, and to help. Like, that feels really good. Like, it feels important.
Heavy.
Yeah, it can be super heavy.
I mean,
sometimes,
that's a lot of responsibility, man. Holy
sometimes that's the thing. It's like, and I have to, like, I get crispy sometimes, and I have to step away from it. But also, I think that's the other thing for me is like, also, so on the other, so that's like walking in the dark, maybe the darker side of it. But then, like, when you're like singing in a glam punk band where you're doing all this fun stuff and releasing, and like, that's another way. It's like you bring all these people together, and in the moment they have this collective positive experience that's just like, let's throw all our bullshit out the window and live in the moment that is a DTEASE show.
So you think that maybe because it's so heavy on one side of your life, you have to go so crazy on the other side of your life?
Absolutely.
I think you have to go that big because
I
that's
think
the balance
to move
of it.
the needle, maybe, or
right.
you know,
Balance
I'd never really thought of it like on those terms, but I think maybe that's true. I think also it's just the longer that I was doing music and doing all this stuff, it's like you get to this point in your life where you're like, what is my reasoning for not doing this? You know what I mean? It's like, why would I not just go whole hog on whatever art or music that I want to do?
And all I did was work at a porn store.
Hey, man,
dude,
you know, listen,
you learned how to play guitar in there too,
dude. And you know, porn, obviously, sex, drugs, and rock and roll is all interconnected.
All right, you got a point.
You
now I
know?
start to feel better.
he's
now
back.
I'm starting to feel better. I'm good. Now I'm good.
Yeah. So I mean, I ditched the drugs and just kept the sex
Good.
and the rock.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
You've been a sober guy for a long time.
Yeah, like over 20 years at this
That's
point.
wild, man.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. You
Well,
know,
shit. So then I have a question for you, because like we mentioned earlier, we do have a paranormal segment. Do you believe in ghosts?
Okay, so I've only had like one sort of paranormal deal where I actually saw like a ghost.
Okay.
And,
This is good.
I'm feeling creepy already.
Yeah, dude. So I was literally just doing a drop off for one of my clients at their facilities, and
So nonchalant,
it's
a drop off.
it's at a big crematory operation in Ventura, and so basically, I pull in and I have a case in the back. I'm just going to check in this case, right?
Sure.
And so I see the owner there, and I'm like, hey, what's up? He says, hey, man, I'm just heading out. I'll see you later. And so he takes off. The big roll-up door comes down, and I'm just checking in the case, and I'm putting the case in the container, like there's a cremation container.
All right, yeah,
And,
like we know what that is.
yeah,
But yeah, go
well,
ahead.
so
Yeah.
it's basically like a box, you know,
Right.
that they have to put them in.
To burn it.
for the retort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
So his van is like over to the left, and my van is parked by that, and I'm pushing this person in and getting them checked in, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this like tall guy wearing a long sleeve bright white shirt, like walk quickly from behind my van to behind the guy's van.
Oh, boy.
And I'm thinking, I'm like,
Oh, who's that?
I'm like, oh, shoot, okay, maybe, I guess, and then my brain is thinking, oh, I guess the guy came back to he must have forgot something or whatever.
Right.
Sure.
So I'm just like, oh, I'll see what's up, you know, in a second. So I basically just finish, getting this person situated and put the lid on, and I push him into the cooler, and then I walk back over to the van. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Did you forget something? And then I look around, and like there's nobody there. And then I'm like, okay. And then there's a little stairs up there, and I'm like, well, maybe it went upstairs. And I walked up. There's nobody there. And I like walked down to the front door, and like the door is dead bolted. There's nobody in the place. It's just me.
Oh my
Wow.
But
god.
I was like, I was so tripped out. I mean, I wasn't scared, but I was like in awe that this just happened.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
so I actually called the guy, and I'm like, dude,
Were you here?
yeah,
Did you
has
come
this
back?
ever happened to you?
Yeah. Do you have cameras?
Yeah, exactly, man. So of all the times, of all the things, like that's the only like real
Wow.
one. But it was legit, dude. I saw this guy, big tall guy, like in a long, super white like dress shirt.
Did it look like the guy that you had pushed into the cooler?
No, I don't think it was. No, this
something-
was a different entity.
Wow.
Have other
Yeah.
people seen this same figure?
No, that's the thing. He's
Okay.
like, dude, that's never happened.
You told
bro.
him?
Yeah, dude, I called him immediately. I was like, you're never gonna believe what just happened to me. You know what I just was like, wow.
Wow.
Isn't it funny how we become human beings and we live our life and then we become cases? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know, like, 'cause I just try to, at some level, I guess you have to come up with a word.
And you said
to
it
be
perfectly.
professional.
I wasn't-
But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like because I feel like when you say something like bodies or
Yeah, I
something,
know.
it makes it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you know, you're right. We
Humanizes it too
we
much.
all
I
are
thought
cases.
you did it perfectly, but it's
well,
just crazy. We're all
it's funny
cases.
that you picked up on that because I was thinking how kind and how thoughtful you are about
Yeah.
the person,
Yeah.
like just in your description and how you handle it and stuff. And I think that's awesome that that's you who's doing it, because maybe somebody else who didn't care as much, like it.
No,
you
like
know?
that's the other thing. It's super important to me on that level because again, it's like it's not just a body. It's somebody's mother, daughter,
Right.
brother, sister, father, grandfather, little baby, little kid, little. You know, like there's you know, I've seen so many crazy incidents. I mean, like the biggest thing is like the I don't know. It's dichotomy. What's dichotomy? Is that like when the difference of one thing and another, or like I remember like I think it was a Thursday, and there was this terrible wreck up on the pass, and this
Yeah.
mother and her two little babies got killed,
everyone
and it
knows
was
about
just
that.
awful.
Yeah.
And so I went in on. I worked that. I was in there. I had
my
to
God.
crawl in the car and get them,
Okay.
and get the
Oh,
mother
Jesus.
and all the things and it was just, you know, and you see the whole when you know the backstory,
Right.
it's this crazy
It was a big
incel
story.
kind
That was
of
a big
dude, and it was just horrific. Like there wasn't, you know, this is the other thing. It's like every cop on that scene, that when there had to be many, we were all just massively affected.
Sure.
But-
I can't.
So I you know, from just getting her and crawling into the car and getting the kids, and then the next night, we had a huge show, you know. So
Oh my
Wow.
God.
So-
Oh my God.
but
I
it-
can't even imagine.
but in a way,
Thank
it
goodness.
was the perfect thing because I
get to
like had
release
to
it?
like
Just
dude,
scream at the top of your
I
lungs,
had to like
dance
release
your heart out.
myself and remind myself that like life is still going on, and like and that even though the sheer chaos and horror of the world, that also this exists in the same space. This thing.
Right.
yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
You're a fascinating character, I'll tell you
thanks,
that.
man. You know,
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
my life isn't boring. That's for
No.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, like but I'm lucky for that. You
Yeah.
know, like I feel
Exactly.
blessed.
I
for
really
sure.
I really appreciate you sharing some of the stories of that end of it, but I would like to get back to a little bit of rock
Yeah,
and
whatever
roll,
you want,
man.
brother.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
we don't have a whole lot of
You're
time to-
leading. You're leading the.
Yeah, we
you're
don't-
leading the charge.
Yeah,
Just tell
man.
me where to go.
So I just wanted to know, like, because you are so into music, what is your favorite new artist? What are you listening to right now, man? What's something new that everyone can check out? Because that's kind of what this whole podcast is about, is checking out new music. I'm sure many people are going to be out there listening to DTEASE next week when this comes out.
Let
so.
me. Fuck, man. That is such a good question. I guess it's funny because I think lately I've sort of been going backwards, you know.
Really?
In my musical taste, and like kind of like re-exploring what I was into, like, and where I came from out of. Maybe I'm trying to like determine where I'm headed,
Right.
you know,
Well, we listen to Billie Holiday radio, whatever, all the time,
Dude.
and like going
That's
way
one of my
back like
favorites.
that. We
Yeah,
really
I
enjoy
can't
that.
tell you how often I'll just put on a Billie Holiday on the Spotify thing. You
It's
know, and
great,
just let
yeah.
it cycle. You know, like I know it's like dorky as it sounds, maybe to just like somebody that's so mainstream or whatever. But
Yeah,
I
say
fucking love Billie Eilish, man. Like,
Oh,
as
really?
yeah. No,
So
I do.
I mean, I have not listened.
I'm gonna have to admit, I am so not into new stream shit or whatever you just said.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta admit, I dig Billie Eilish.
Dude, like that to me that's just like a really interesting example of somebody that just broke through because she could feel something and write
There's
about
something there with her.
it. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
A little bit more
yeah,
than
yeah.
just dancing like with Britney Spears.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
she's an artist.
No, for sure. And listen, I love me some Britney, but it's a different,
Of course
but
it
it's a
is.
different thing, Like there is some depth in,
Yeah.
in what she does, which
Yeah,
is and
absolutely.
I haven't heard much. It just I think it's like a Jimmy Kimmel thing where it was her and her brother playing
Yeah.
piano, singing.
Well, that's
something
the
like that, and I was
interesting
like,
thing to
damn,
me is that
she
it's
can
always
just-
about her, but it's actually her and her brother.
Yeah, totally. And like to me,
okay.
that makes
That's
it
the thing.
even.
I
That
didn't
makes it really
Yeah,
interesting.
but sex sells. Go with the chick. It's the way
But
it
she's
goes.
But
she
she never- but
purposely
she
doesn't
never
do that.
gets-
I agree with you on
yeah.
that, but they're gonna go with the young 20-year-old girl before.
Dude, 17-year-old or 16-year-old.
Yeah, is
she Yeah.
really?
But now I
Yeah.
think she's like 19, I think maybe or 18.
yeah.
But,
But
she's
when
not,
she started,
yeah,
she was
for
young.
sure. No, I'm with you though. I mean, I think that there's probably okay. So my other band that I love out of LA is this band called Starcrawler. Do you know those guys?
Never heard of it.
Okay, so another they're almost like a throwback grunge style band, and the singer is like this like super tall, lanky blonde girl that's like this arty chick that like spits blood and does all kinds of crazy stuff.
So of course you were like, yeah.
Dude, I'm just but I love they're a really cool. They're like a rock band,
Nice.
like so it's because I don't like rock doesn't drive the narrative like it used to.
I don't think
anymore.
so,
Just
yeah.
music in generally does not. you
Yeah.
know?
I mean,
It's called Star Crawler.
Starcrawler, yeah.
killer, man.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite new.
Well, we'll check
Yeah,
them out.
for
We'll see
sure.
if maybe we can get them on the podcast to play a song of theirs or something.
Dude, they're fucking huge. Like they're going all over.
Blowing
They're
up
on
right now.
they're on Rough Trade Records and they're getting the full push from them. But
Very
I mean,
cool.
they're still like they're underground
Right?
comparatively,
Yeah,
for
that's-
sure.
Well, I mean, now it's hard for everyone because we can't play shows and
Yeah,
all
no, for
tours are
sure.
canceled and all that stuff, which leads me to what's next. I mean, you
Dude.
said that next show maybe at the end of July. You
Yeah,
guys-
like
you guys-
maybe or like I think if that doesn't go down, then I think obviously the option is to stream some kind of show. I
Yeah.
mean, for me, I thought a lot about it because
you
it
guys would have
be
a great stream if you
Exactly.
really went big.
No, we could do
bring
it
in Gabe and all that,
absolutely,
yeah.
and even if we just did our normal show in some kind of encapsulated version for a stream, it would super be entertaining and fun.
I think
you
so.
know? Yeah, so like that's the biggest thing. I guess that's where we'll be headed.
But what about writing new songs and stuff? New
Yeah.
album in the horizon?
Yeah, so we actually we are getting ready to record 3 new tunes and gonna like dump like a little EP.
Are
And
you
then-
yourselling yourselves or?
Do you know Fishbonius, Daniel
Oh, yeah.
Fishbonius?
Yeah, of course.
I think we're gonna record with him.
We love Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel was in the band with both Jeff and Courtney.
That's
Courtney
right.
and the Heathens. He was
Oh,
the
right
bass
on.
player.
And Jeb.
Oh, cool.
And me.
Excellent. Yeah. So we've been looking around to see, and so Sammy's got my guitar player's got
Yeah.
another side band called Sensation
Yep,
Band.
yep. They had
Yeah.
a great first video. That was
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Dude, Gabe did all that. You
yeah,
know,
of course. Gabe's killing it right now.
Yeah, dude, totally. And I love the Crowded Cough and stuff like that. That's
The three of us just did a video for the Buddy show.
dude. Yeah. Me and Sammy just did 3 tunes on there. Like
Nice.
that's my favorite. I did one early on. It was great. I got to break out my little Elon Musk flamethrower. And,
Oh, killer.
Yeah, it was
Nice. I
really
didn't see that
fun.
one.
Yeah. So so I think we're gonna do 3 songs with him, and and then
Yeah.
just put them out as singles.
So there you
Awesome.
go.
Yeah. So that's on the horizon. We've been practicing up for that.
Killer, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming in,
Yeah,
taking
thank
your
you
time.
so
Wilson,
much.
it's been wonderful listening to you. We really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
brother, for sure, man. Anytime,
yeah.
I'm always down to come and hang out.
Yeah, I'm glad you made the trip
Good to
up
know.
too.
Yeah.
For sure. Good to see you, man.
All right.
Good to
Hey,
see you,
Alright.
brother.
all right. Thank you. That was Wilson Gil. Everyone go out and check out the DTs. Definitely hit up their YouTube.
And
so
that's
you
the
can
letter D and then like to tease.
That's-
TEASE.
like Dick
D
Tease?
and Delirium Tremens combined together.
That's
Right,
right.
right,
Dude,
right,
it's so
right.
fun, you guys. Definitely go look them up. If you're anywhere around a DT show, you're gonna want to
gonna
go
love
and
it.
see it.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
gonna
Yeah.
make your dick hard. All right.
Woo!
Thank you so much, and we'll check in with you later.
Welcome to my paranormal segment. Hi, everybody. This is Will again from the paranormal segment. I just want to say that this is a unique and amazing topic this week.
Yeah.
Let's call it for what it is, Will. Definitive.
Definitive, and I think is amazing. But I'm going to hand it over to our host, Jeb, because he actually witnessed it, and so did I. But I'd like him to speak and talk about it.
Well, I didn't witness it. We've all seen the same thing. So last week I was talking a little bit how I thought I maybe saw some reflection or something in here in the studio. But I do have a Nest camera in here that just records just to make sure people don't steal gear or whatever. And I get alerts all through the night. I have a refrigerator or something in here that makes a clicking sound.
Uh-huh.
So almost every hour I get a little alert saying, oh, there's a sound in the studio. So that's kind of standard. Or motion, like when the sun's coming up, it'll change the color on the whatever, you know. Little things. Sure. So I don't pay that much attention. So not last night, but the night before, Friday night, when I woke up on Saturday morning, I had an alert that there was talking inside my studio. You can tell whether it's a person, motion, sound, or talking, right? It can distinguish. So I clicked on that, and I heard something pretty wild, which I'll play at the end. I think that we end kind of with that, because then I started going back and listening to other ones where it said sound had happened, where that click happens.
It's very unique.
So others did say that there was sound?
I get them all through the night all the time.
Oh, but not the talking. The talking was
unique. And where we're at our studio, we're away from everything. And when it does pick up sound, you can hear, like you could hear a car pulling up or something like that, or leaving.
Like
or
a car just drove by and you can hear the car. Sometimes I hear it on the podcast.
Sure, so those kind of noises you know and you can distinguish. But
there was breathing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's play the first.
Sorry,
let's play the first clip. Oh my god.
No, I'm joking.
All right, let's see if this will play loud enough to where Jeff can hear it, because Jeff doesn't know anything about this at this point. Here we go. You guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like the chair. So you hear the book, and then like someone is sitting in the chair or something. Now, that clip, because it's new to me.
You got to play it one more time.
Okay, let me play it again so you can hear it. It's only 12 seconds long, but here we go. So you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And if you see the video, which we will definitely post, you can get the whole clip, right? Because you sent it to us in the group.
I have the clip. You can hear this, and you can see it. We'll put it up. But
nothing moves.
I don't know how to record more than a clip, but I do have the archive of the video. I'll try to figure out a way to do it, because after this, and I don't want to waste a lot of time because there's a lot of just dead air that's happening, but if you listen for 3-4 minutes in, you start hearing wind chimes. Twinkling, and then you hear some like whispering,
right,
and then you hear more of those like kind of creaking, almost sounds like a cranking sound. So,
granted, we went next door to both our neighbors and we asked, "Were you guys here in the middle of the midnight?" Or
the neighbor directly next to us is in Arizona.
Yeah,
so he's been gone.
He's gone. I talked to the guy next to us over here at CT. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. And he said, "Absolutely not. I don't work. I'm done at 5."
Yeah, no one is out there.
And
there's a guy that lives on premises, and he said, "Yeah, no one was around." Or whatever, he'd be able to hear it because we're kind of away from everything and it's non-residential. So he said, no, nothing happened, nothing weird. Definitely no one was in the room next door. Also, this is my studio where I play music, so I have it pretty soundproofed in here. Yeah. Not completely,
right?
But like you aren't going to hear wind chimes from 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
Did you not want to bring up the fact that there was an actual soundtrack almost?
Okay, so
a laugh track.
So this brings me to the second video. That I got, the one that had originally that said talking, and this is at let's see, it's at 11:06.
This is weird.
Here we go. Yeah.
You just have to understand where we are, guys. That doesn't make sense.
Sounds like a good time.
It sounds
I
like a laugh
know.
track from like a TV or
It
something.
sounds like a TV is playing in another room.
but there is
Exactly.
no one here.
You have to understand where we are. We are in not a residential, an industrial situation.
Sure.
Where everything's done at that night.
So
Or
also,
nighttime.
like, if like I was saying earlier, if someone was to pull in, first off, the guy who lives here around here, he would know if someone pulled in and he said no. But you would also hear it. You'd hear car doors. There would be more of just talking maybe before the laugh, and then maybe, okay, see you later, doors close and leave. But this is just out of nowhere. It's just this weird 70s sitcom kind of laugh track thing. And I'll play it one more time. Here we go. It's 21 seconds, but we can deal with it. Okay, that was it.
I know where we are, and I just don't understand
It's
it.
freaking creepy.
Yeah.
So when Jeb was like, Courtney, come here. It was like, what, Saturday morning. I
Yep.
was making breakfast. Or no, I wasn't making breakfast.
No,
'Cause
you
I
don't
know
make
I don't.
breakfast,
But
yeah.
I have been sometimes. No, I was doing dishes. And I was like, what? And so he like showed it to me. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
The actual F. And I was like,
I
no,
really-
no. There has to be a rational explanation.
I still think there is. I'm not super creeped out about it.
Oh, I'm creeped out.
The only thing that really makes it creepy is the other clip where, and I'll try to do it. I'll try to get it to where I can put it on where you are hearing like the cranking and the whispering
And,
and
you
all
said
that.
you said it sounded like grunting, just
Well,
the
there was-
same as.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but there was a whisper, and I don't know if you have that. There was a big whisper, like,
I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get it. With like I just push the button that says clip and it records the clip.
right.
But- all right, Jeff, you're our
I want to hear
skeptic.
yes.
Yeah.
Jeff, let's hear your opinion.
So, question would be: so your office, are any of the walls? Because you say cars drive by. So, how close are you to the street?
Okay, so I know where you're going, and here's the thing: you can see the headlights go by in the video when the car does go by at night, and they do not correspond to the sounds that we're hearing. But
What
to
if
answer
they were
your
walking
question,
on the
we're
road?
about 40, 50 feet away from the road.
What if they were walking on the road?
I don't know. It seems pretty fucking loud. If you hear a car drive by, it just sounds like you know, it's just like you can barely hear it. To hear that clear where you can hear different types of people's voices seems very unlikely.
But actually, if they're walking, but also, I mean, why would they be walking
And
on that
laughing.
road? Yeah, but
It's
I
a
mean,
sketchy part of the road.
it's a weird part
It's
of the
not like
road.
there's
It wouldn't be like
sidewalks
it's
and-
not for walking.
At
I
midnight.
was skeptical, but I believe all questions have been answered, and we now have definitive
Oh no!
evidence.
Please don't say that. This is so scary.
We probably won't be online, be able to do it next week because we'll be doing interviews with all the major networks.
Well, I'm gonna put it up there. I don't know. I sit in here a lot. I know kind of the creaks and sounds of this place, and I do know that one pop sound. I do hear that. It's something. I don't know. It's one of the refrigerators or something. But
Well, I'm never coming in here by myself again.
oh, you're a pussy. That's
yeah,
why.
I am. I'm not doing that. No way.
Well,
What could happen if you did?
I would not.
Well,
I'm not going to be in here with
if there
no
was
ghosts.
burning baby that was, I mean, a burning
Well,
building with a baby.
Obviously,
oh my god! If there's a
yes.
burning baby,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Obviously, I would try to help the baby, but
All right. Thanks so much, Wilson, for coming in. That was
That was a good interview. He
it
had
was-
a lot of energy.
It was a
Very
really
good.
good interview, man.
Thoughtful.
Very thoughtful guy.
I like him. I like him. a
Yeah,
lot.
dude. I've known him for quite a while now, and he doesn't stop. That's him right there. You guys saw it or heard it.
And like you said, the shows are very, very eventful.
The shows are fucking awesome, man. You guys got to go check it out. I know you can't go see them live really right now, but definitely YouTube. They got all kinds of shit on there.
Yes to the dichotomy question as well. He
Okay.
was describing that's what I understand a dichotomy to be.
Yeah.
Right, right.
How do you
His-
spell dichotomy?
I went with it. I just
oh
guessed
my
and I
gosh,
said yes.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I have no
I'm
idea.
the worst speller.
Yeah, he said. I was like, sure, that sounds fine. That sounds like a smart word.
I went with it within like, of course that's correct.
That's a
You may
smart-
not be able to spell, but let me ask the three of you this question.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be state capital.
No.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you know so Kurt Cobain's unplugged?
$4 million, $6 million.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What?
What?
$6 million guitar went for.
Wait,
Oh.
was that he cut you off?
Yeah.
That is the correct answer.
What?
Oh my God! Wait a minute. So say the question though. I didn't catch it. He sold a guitar.
How did he know that?
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way, babe.
Oh my God!
Look at that face, Jeff.
didn't.
Okay, but what was the question? Because I don't
What
even
was
know.
the guitar?
Kurt Cobain's unplugged guitar,
Oh,
1993,
from
Yeah.
the show. The
MTV Unplugged
right.
show. So it
Six-
just sold
$6 million. $6 million.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit! That is crazy. Who the fuck buys that?
Who sold it? Like, was it his
Oh
family?
who owned it?
Probably his estate, and the guy who, the president, or I think the owner of Rode Microphones, he bought it. He's planning
Oh.
to take it on tour to raise funds for music.
Nice.
How about this then? So that's the new record for the highest selling guitar.
Oh.
What was the highest before that?
Jimi Hendrix Woodstock.
How much?
Am I right?
No.
Oh,
Eric Clapton.
No.
I think
Courtney, your guess?
I couldn't even guess.
try to think of an
Well,
iconic guitar.
you absolutely can.
Elvis.
oh no, it was the guy from Pink Floyd.
What?
Yeah, I forgot. Pink Floyd, his collection of guitars sold.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but
that
that's a
right?
whole collection.
Is he right, Jeff?
David Gilmour.
David Gilmour, yeah.
Dang!
Dang.
Look at you.
Yeah,
I
well.
almost called you Wilson again. That's gonna fuck me up for a while.
You
Really-
can't have two Wilsons in the same room
No, it's messing me
in
up.
the same day.
Well, that's insane. Well, so how much did that one sell for? With a second list?
I think that was just under 4.
Yeah.
That's fucking
But-
crazy for one guitar.
But was that
Must
a
be
whole
fucking nice.
collection? Because that's what Will just said. Or was it one guitar?
It was it was a guitar that was played by the Wall or
Oh,
on the
okay,
record.
okay.
But yes, also a collection of his guitars.
Oh, because that's way different. Because if one guitar from Kurt Cobain sold for $6 million, and this other guy's like, yeah, this one famous one plus other ones, that's a little
I'll
different.
get back to you next week with some a fact
Okay,
check.
all right, that's
Okay.
for revisions.
That could be retractions, revisions. So this week something I did is I got some new sound effects for our show because sometimes I do have to do punches in and like cut things out. So I just wanted to show you guys my new punch sound, which I'm pretty happy with. If it will do it.
Oh God,
Oh!
Jeb,
Oh my
Jeff
God!
just asked you.
I just said it was gonna happen. I didn't know it was
No,
gonna be that loud.
He specifically asked you to let him know.
I did.
You
We
just
were sitting
fried
there
his
waiting.
ears.
Well, you know what happened? Once
Don't
again,
do it again.
Once again, that was because I raised it really high so you could hear the ghost thing, and I forgot.
Gosh,
Oh man, but that's really packs a punch, right?
Jeff is gonna have a headache after this episode.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I was muted on purpose.
Okay, because you're cussing at me. All right, so then I did get another sound effect, which is our answer machine.
Watch out, Jeff.
Here comes the answer machine, and this message is actually for you, Will.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Will. Oh man, I'm pretty sick it out, dude. All right. I'm gonna try and make this as short as possible. I've been experiencing this stuff for at least 10 years. But it's been a few years since my last experience, but this literally just happened, man. I had to call in. All right. So I'm hearing this rumbling, right? And I get this weird feeling in my stomach. Something ain't right. Something's not sitting. So I'm
Oh my
looking
God.
for a spot, man. I'm looking for a spot. And I finally
Hold on a
sit down
second.
and
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Is that someone next door?
Dude, someone is next
No,
door.
no, they're
No,
out there
no.
building something. God damn it.
Ah!
No, they're
I was-
Guarantee you they're not.
They're not. No
not.
one's fucking here.
Not a single person. Not a single person.
Oh, then it's Jeff. It is.
That's not me.
Are you kidding me?
I mean,
It's
if it
someone-
was
someone
maybe
is
me
drilling.
adjusting my headset, but
There's no one here.
Who's that car in the back?
Somebody.
Guys over there? There's no one here that's closed.
Yeah, someone was drilling, dude. Will's all freaked out.
Dude, I'm freaked out. That like, whose car is that at the very back? That.
He's for the wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay. It's not a ghost. Come on in. Let's try this again.
Wow.
He's leaving.
Me too.
You
scared.
guys. Oh my god. That was someone drilling somewhere.
In the right next door,
Yeah, well, we have like
where
we
he's
have
not there.
multiple microphones on right now. We're gonna hear things. In the middle of the night, we don't have all these fucking microphones on. You're not hearing that. All right, let's get back to it. Here we go. I don't know, Jeff. Maybe here's your ears.
yep.
So, I'm looking for a spot, man. I'm looking for a spot. And I sit down and I release the demon, right? And, there's nothing there, man. There's nothing in the bowl. There's nothing on the paper. I mean, what the fuck kind of ghost shit is that? Bro, still shook up about it. Whew! Yeah, Jeff, this was a story from Florida. And, Courtney, you're the best for, calling out Jeb on the joy cry at my wedding. And Jeb, much love for you, standing in solidarity so I can cry by myself. Love you guys.
That was Jesus Dave from Dorokin. So he had ghost shits.
Ghost shits.
Ghost shits. That was some scary
And
shit.
we had ghost drilling while he was talking about it.
That was not ghost drilling.
Dude, it was next door. Where's
There's
the
no
guy?
one next door.
No one's
though.
next door.
No
He's
one's
in
here.
Arizona.
That's interesting. I don't know where to go from here.
He just wants to leave.
You're freaked
We
out.
all
Did that
wanna
really
get
freak you
out
out?
of here.
That was definitely not a ghost thing. That was a noise thing.
Well, I know there's no one next door, and I know no one's around us, and I know that it's a Sunday afternoon. There's no one around.
I think it's Jeff.
The
He's
three of you have opened something up. You've
Oh,
opened up
don't
a portal.
even say
well,
that.
that was
I've seen this movie before. I know
Oh.
exactly
That was-
how it's
that was
gonna
something
end,
maybe
and
it wasn't-
not going to be good for the three of you.
maybe it wasn't haunted, but us talking about all this shit all the time. Maybe.
Why not you, Jeff? You're a part of this.
I'll be cursed to have to watch it.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
So speaking of cursed to watch things, dang,
Oh, good
we
transition.
decided that instead of doing that fucking that show that shall not be named anymore, that we were gonna all get a chance to give Jeff the option of something to watch this week, and then try to sell it to us next week. So I would like to go first because I spent some time on this. I curated this specifically for you. So maybe you want to write this down, but I'm going X-Files
Oh.
season 10, episode 3, called Meet the Weremonster. And
X-Files season 10.
episode 3, Meet the Weremonster. I'll give you a quick synopsis.
No,
No? Oh, I can't? Okay, well there. All right, fine.
because Jeff's gonna give the synopsis, and you can't
Alright.
put words in his face.
I think
WHERE
no, like were
WEAR.
like it were a monster.
Oh.
Yeah. What about you, Will? What do you got for him to consider?
Well, I mean, if we're not giving him a synopsis, right?
yeah.
That's not.
I don't know. It feels like I
he's
should.
just going off the title. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Gray Fox. The Gray Fox.
Is that a TV show?
That is a movie.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a new movie or old
That
movie?
is not a new movie.
Oh.
How old are we talking?
Like not in the 40s or the. It's not.
Okay.
How about 80s? How about 80s?
80s, something
Got
like that. Okay.
Okay.
The Gray Fox, never heard of it. And Courtney, what do you got?
Just had to Google it real quick because I couldn't remember. Lenox Hill. It's on Netflix. It is a TV show.
Courtney, you got some dirty ass feet. You got some Kmart foot going right there.
Well,
Get them shits off my couch.
No, look, it's these.
Oh, it's your shoes that are dirty? Yeah, wash them both.
No, they are.
See,
No,
I asked
they're
you,
going
didn't you-
bad.
Didn't I ask her a long time ago for sandals stink?
Smell them.
They don't smell bad.
Let's
but,
see. Let Will smell
Okay,
one and
all right.
see. Oh,
No, I'm good. I'll save the kisses
No,
for
but
later.
also.
That'll be worth 2 kisses.
No.
anyway.
Yeah, no.
But anyways, they are black flip flops, and the rubber part is coming off, so it's making my feet that color.
have you heard of Courtney? Oh, sorry.
Is it time to get a new pair of flip-flops?
Yes, it is. But I try to wear things out like that's
You're at that point.
I know.
I know. Look at Jeb.
Sounds like.
Have you heard of any of our picks?
So Lenox Hill, is there a episode specifically?
We watched the first one,
Start at the top.
so I would start at the top so that you know
That's
what's
new.
going on.
Yeah. So I mean, have you heard? You haven't heard of any of these? I mean, X-Files, of course, you've heard, but
Heard of the X-Files.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the movie and maybe 5 episodes.
oh my God, really?
It's really good. I enjoy it. I'm just not that into it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not-
Well,
I'm-
that
But,
fell
but it's
flat.
good.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. The Gray Fox sounds familiar, but I don't think I know what it is. Lenox Hill, that's intriguing. But I think the one that, based on, I think you do need to give just a very brief synopsis,
For what?
because
Everyone?
yeah, I mean, I think I understand. I mean, I understand the X-Files and what I'm getting into, but that immediately I'm like, well, I think I can. I have the most to work with that because I understand it.
It's a good one. It's a good episode. I picked that episode specifically.
The Gray Fox.
And
Just quick, not anything crazy. You're looking like you're gonna read the whole synopsis.
IMDb.
CD9, man. CD9.
Will just turned super red.
CD9.
Courtney, you put him on
Can't
the
talk.
spot.
My parents are here.
Oh.
In this film, based on a true story, Bill Miner is a fearless stagecoach robber in the days of the Wild West. After he is arrested and jailed for more than 30 years, he reemerges into a bustling new world, but the miner cannot give
Okay.
up his old ways.
Okay.
Okay, that helps. Thank you, Courtney.
Lenox Hill is a
Don't give him the
hospital-
whole thing, just a little bit.
It's a hospital show, but it's not like a fake one.
Okay. And I will also provide one option.
You don't get to do that, but
Hang on. Is anybody watching Nailed It, or have you seen
Oh,
Nailed It
I've
on
heard
Netflix?
about that one.
no.
That's pretty fun and silly.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a cooking
It's a-
show.
Oh, okay.
a
Yeah, no, I've
bake-
heard about it.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
baking.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically baking. It's non-bakers.
And they fuck it up.
Well, they get given some really intricate projects, and they have all the resources available to them, but they're just not capable. But it's not from a lack of effort, and the judges are it's very positive, even though it's a slight competition. So that's my recommendation. I will choose the X-Files.
Oh,
This
week.
yes.
All right.
I'm excited to see what you think about this one.
So wait, then can we just bring our pick into a next week, or do we have to?
No, you got to pick something new each week.
Oh man, then I'm bummed.
Yeah,
Well, you can bring it back, but
you could try.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's completely your option.
So
All right.
okay,
Oh,
so
you should at least have a new one because
Okay.
otherwise people may not do their research.
I have like 5 or 6 already lined up for you. So I really went on a deep dive. But I went super specific. Like I'm like this one right here is what I want you to see.
Yeah, he
I really did.
Riley
and
helped
Riley jumped in, and then I did rewatch that episode just because I was like, I just want to make sure it's exactly what I thought. So anyway,
Oh, sure. That's
Okay.
why. you
that's
did
why
that.
I did it. Yeah,
Interesting.
not that I've just rewatched.
Is that the thing that sits in the bottom of a shit hole and you know? No. Okay.
What,
It's like the worm guy. He sits in a fecal matter.
a were monster?
No.
What?
The is this episode about the X-Files?
That's more synopsis than we're looking for.
You know what?
We don't
I'm
wanna
gonna
give
let
it away.
Jeff wrap it up next week, and then you can let your mind run wild. Maybe you can watch it on your own, and you can chime in with Jeff.
Or you can let Jeff describe it in a way that would make you want to watch it or not.
Ooh, that's nice too. Just like the people at home.
Good luck.
Your face is so funny, Jeff. You're like, well, I don't know.
So is Will.
It won't
Will
be
is
for a
like,
lack of effort.
all right. So maybe next week too. People can, or during this week, people can call in at 805-697-7070. They can leave us their paranormal stories for Will and your jokes and whatever you got. But also maybe you can ask Jeff for some advice if you're in a relationship. You're having
Oh, I like that.
some rocky times. You're thinking about
Good times too.
Yeah.
getting a new job, moving to Florida, whatever your thing is. Maybe.
Okay, and
call
so
in and
the
ask Jeff.
reason why Jeb is saying that is because truly Jeff is one of the people that both of us
We
go
got you
to.
at 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's on the top 3 for sure for me when I am needing help with, like I said, something complicated. And it's not that he has the answer right away. Sometimes he's like, hey, let me think about it. But
It'll be a 2-part answer.
but
Yes.
it's always so good and thoughtful and just really good.
Yep. So serious inquiries only. Don't
Right.
come in with your foolishness.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this thing up, but I have one more question before we do. What's the question of the week next week? We're going for favorites. We did favorite comedy. I don't think we should do another movie or show, but maybe favorite band of all time or favorite song of all time. I know we kind of touched on that with the funeral song, but I think that's different. Or what do you think, Jeff?
I was thinking favorite music documentary.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Real good.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Okay.
All right. No, that's
Oh, I
fucking
actually
solid. That's
I
hard.
don't know because
I know. I thought of like 5 things.
I thought of my favorite already.
Yeah. All right. So there it is. Music documentary for next week, and then we can try to guess each other's because I think I can already think of what you guys are gonna say.
Oh my God, it's so loud.
All right, that was our show, everyone. Thank you all for listening. I know there's a
good
lot of
show.
options out there. Wilson came in with the energy and killed it. Courtney, who else do we have on this week?
Yeah. Thank you to 13th Legion, Bombs Blast, and like Jeb said, the DTEASE, Wilson.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Still spreading it out there, getting submissions from all over the country. Please submit your bands to
For
us.
sure.
Stories, etc. Call us 805-697-7070. Leave us your messages. Closing thoughts. Last things.
I
Jeff?
thought it was-
Will, go ahead. Yeah.
I thought it was a great little show today, and I thought it was amazing, and I really was happy to hear about those ghost stories that we recapped.
I
on.
think we should
Spooky.
move offices.
We're not moving. Jeff, what do you think?
My thoughts are: I hope everybody has a great week, and to close on freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody.
That was
Like
pretty
that.
fucking good
That was
quote
a good
right there.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Courtney, what do you think?
I
Says
agree
you.
with what Jeff says, and I'll see you later.
Okay. Well, hey, next week we might have some reggae acts. We might have a promoter. Who knows? Our guests are all over the place. But just want to say thank you so much, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
See
Later,
y'all.
Jeff. All right.
Bye, guys. You have a good night.
All right. Deuces. Oh, little kisses. Put that in the vault.
Yeah.